The southern Moreton Bay Islands of Russell, Lamb, Macleay and Carragara lie just off Brisbane and are connected to the mainland by passenger ferry and vehicle barge services departing from the Redland Bay Marina. The journey by ferry averages about 20 minutes, and the four islands are home to some 6,000 residents, which swells to 8,000 during peak holiday periods. The Museum of the Southern Moreton Bay Islands is proud to present this short film of an historic event revived in 2011 by the Macleay Island Lions Club.
G'day, Ken Goodman here. I've been a local on the Bay Islands for over 30 years now, and the biggest attraction, or one of the biggest attractions these islands ever saw, was the iconic island tug-of-war. But this is no ordinary tug-of-war. The Bay Island tug-of-war uses a rope that spans across 400 metres of Lucas Passage between Lamb and Macleay Islands. Up until just recently, the last tug-of-war was held nearly 20 years ago, back in 1992. The Macleay Islands Lions Club recently decided to resurrect this classic event, and as you'll see in a moment, the passion between the island teams has never faded, even after 20 years. So, come along for a trip down memory lane. Meet some of the locals who were around for the very first tug-of-war all those years ago, and take a front row seat for all the action of the 2011 Inter-Island Tug-of-War.
Like many historical events, accounts and memories of the first Macleay to Lamb Island tug-of-war depends on who is telling the tale. According to newspaper accounts from those days, the first event took place on the 19th of January 1991 and was the first event of its kind across water anywhere in Australia, possibly the world. It was preceded by a number of practice and elimination events on Macleay Island over a series of days involving island and mainland teams. The original rope, which crossed the water, weighed over a tonne, and the final pull lasted up to 4 minutes, which saw the merciless marauders being declared the inaugural winners. Ever since the last year that the event was held in 1993, there have been dark mutterings around the southern Moreton Bay Islands of a rope being tied to a tractor or looped around a tree. There's little proof of any form of trickery from those days, but it has added a sense of mystery and intrigue to the tales told. Did the islands move closer together? The revival of the event on its 20th anniversary on 16th of October 2011 saw hundreds of supporters turn up on both islands to encourage teams from all of the southern Moreton Bay Islands. With a maximum weight as a control, mixed teams were the order of the day, and all overseen by the Lions Club and the original strongman and island identity, Steve Diversitis.
I'm talking to a gentleman generally known on the islands as Steve the Greek. And Steve, you've got a lot of memories with tug-of-wars way back to when you pulled for the national team in Greece.
Yeah, 1958, 59.
So whose idea was it to have be between the islands with the rope across between
my
the
idea.
islands? It was
my
your
and
idea.
my ex-wife. Yeah.
I see.
I said, why we not do island to island? Just like that, silly things. What a good idea. They talked to Lamb Island. Lamb Island organized Lion Club to strategize. And then we buy the rope.
Cheer them on as they go. tug-of-war, what a tremendous community spirit that brings back to the island. It gets all the community groups working together, it gets the community down here in the park enjoying a glorious day. But no, it's tremendous. It does cement the community together like no other event. It's had a long history and a checkered history at times. It hasn't been done now for a number of years, but it's really good to see it back. Different hurdles now. In the old days, it was much easier to organise these events. Today, with insurances and government departments being what they are, they can be problematic and they can impede things like this, and I'm pleased to see that this event did finally get through all of the hoops.
So you know that this event had to go through hoops with the EPA?
EPA and DERM and you name it, and they, the Misery Department was out in force, and to the credit, the community strength and belief in the event, they were able to get it to the line and over the line, and the crowds here, the two islands, working together, pulling together, you might say.
There's the start. That's the horn.
Oh, look, I think if today's an example, we're going really well. There's a lot of community spirit. We all have our moments of
Up and down?
Up and down, yeah, up and down. But look, tremendous community spirit. And I think what's happening here today is just fabulous. The people who've come from, even people from Wynnum. I got on the water taxi, and there's a friend of mine from Wynnum, didn't come because of our friendship. And I said, what are you doing over here? And she said, going over to the tug-of-war. And they had a visitor from Hungary, and we're bringing her over to see the islands of tug-of-war. So I think this has got real potential to be a real pulling the community together.
Yes.
So how did you get roped into this?
Golf club, supporting the Macleay Island Golf Club.
Talker,
It was whoever's available, actually.
So did you enjoy it?
Yes, good fun.
And there seems to be a great sense of fun around here today. So
There is.
It seems to be a great community event. Would you do it again?
Definitely.
Oh, that's
In
great.
about half an hour, I believe.
Well, with another year, you come back next year?
Yeah, definitely.
That's the kind of. And how important do you feel it is in terms of bringing the community together and having just good fun as an island, part of the island community?
Very important. Very important.
Yeah.
And every little bit helps, and saves travelling to the mainland, I guess.
Well, it does
for a lot
too.
of other
Have
things.
something good fun right here, doesn't it?
It's good to have interaction between the islands too.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
It's really friendly
Yeah.
competition.
It's lovely.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay then. Excellent. Thanks very much.
What is it? He got a little kid. She's nice. She's nice. Is it final? Yeah, that's right. Get set, go. You cheater.
Well, what brought us to Lamb Island was got sick of living on Macleay, decided to come to the best island in the world.
It is, isn't it? It's a lovely little island, isn't it?
And the tug-of-war.
And who do you think will win today?
Lamb Island!
Of course, Lamb Island.
Go the Lambotomies!
Lambotomies. That's a good name for us, isn't it?
It's a great event. It's fantastic for the islands. It's fantastic for the community. It's fantastic for the Lions Club.
Yep.
And it's just a great turnout.
It sure is. All right, well, thank you for sharing that information.
Have a great day.
I will, you too. Beautiful day. What brought you over here, you two girls?
Oh, we're good tuggers, so we thought
You're
why
good
not?
tuggers, wow. Well, you can't beat good tuggers.
That's two tuggers.
Away you go. Pull! Pull! Pull!
course, the story is still going around that the Lamb Islanders cheated. They don't like us saying that, but they supposedly brought down a tractor. Whether they used it or not, we don't know. But anyway, we have our tractor apparently here, rather a large.
It's not connected to anything, of course.
No, but just the symbolism is wonderful.
Ken Goodwin, better known as Steamboat Ken. And Ken, this steamboat of yours, well, it's been an integral part of, well, certainly of the earlier tug of wars. Tell me about your involvement there.
Yeah, I built it in 1987. 1988 I took it up to Expo and raced another steamboat. At Expo I got beaten by that one. And then, in the early tug of wars I had it here because we didn't have mobile phones and things. So we used the whistle to start the tug of war.
I see.
On one of the tug of wars.
Yeah. There's the story about the Lamb Islanders having a tractor.
Well, the Macleay Islands say that, yeah, just because we beat them. They reckon we had a tractor, but
well,
no, they had
scrutineers. Well, Steve the
scrutineers.
Greek and he says it's true. So.
No, well, it's not true.
Okay, well, we got the two conflicting views there.
No, we didn't need a tractor to beat them.
But it sounds...
Try and get behind them, put your back in that fellas. All righty.
It's all over. Well done. Well done. And the winners are the Macleay Island Beauties. Well done. What a bunch of beauties they are too.